Things keep getting worse and worse for Hailie Deegan. When she first started the year in the Xfinity Series with AM Racing, fans thought she could make it to the NASCAR Cup Series, making her the only female driver on the grid. But as the season went on, her performances have only been getting worse. Now it's been reported that she won't even be driving this weekend in Chicago. But we will always be here to provide you with the latest news on NASCAR, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button for our channel. You won't regret it. Right from the start of the season, Hailie Deegan has not impressed her fans. So far, her best result came in Talladega, where she finished 12th. She's currently last among the rest of the full-time drivers. Given these results, AM Racing will have to find out where their problems are. And in order to do so, the team released a statement announcing that Joey Logano will be driving the number 15 car, replacing Hailie Deegan in Chicago. The level of competition in the Xfinity Series is as competitive as it's ever been, said AM Racing Team President Wade Moore in a press release. It is our goal at AM Racing to field a competitive race team through our technical alliance with Stewart-Haas Racing and provide any of our drivers the best equipment and opportunity to be successful on track each weekend. With that being said, we haven't had the success on track that we were hoping for in the first half of the season. When the opportunity to have Joey in the car at Chicago became a possibility, we felt we needed to take advantage of the knowledge and feedback that a two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion could provide to our team's growth. Added Moore, we intend to take the feedback and data from the Chicago race weekend and apply it to building better race cars each week so AM Racing can have a stronger second half of the season. AM Racing is extremely worried about the pace of their car. Last year, we saw Brett Morfitt get in the car and deliver a top 5 finish along with 9 top 10s. This year is definitely a huge step down from where they were last year. And now, AM Racing is calling Joey Logano to help find a solution to this problem. When asked about stepping into the number 15 car, Logano said, "Racing in the rain on Chicago's street course last year was a challenge within itself," said Logano. "Any extra seat time is always a positive for unique tracks such as this one. Driving the NASCAR Xfinity Series cars are a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to climbing behind the wheel of the number 15 AM Racing Ford Mustang, with high hopes to wheel it to the front." Logano is looking forward to the extra sessions he will get on track this weekend. The only question is, will these extra sessions help AM Racing? This weekend, the teams and drivers are heading to Chicago for the only street race on the calendar. Given that this is the most unique circuit on the calendar, anything can happen this weekend. AM Racing and Logano will be looking to pull out a win from this weekend. However, this does not help Deegan. There's no doubt that Deegan has been disappointing her team and the fans. It looks as though AM Racing are choosing this weekend specifically to get Deegan out of the car due to the challenging circuit of Chicago. Even road courses in NASCAR are generally incident-filled, so one can only imagine how a street race could turn out. Last year, we saw NASCAR host the inaugural street race in Chicago. We saw a wet and exciting race on Sunday. Although there is no rain scheduled for the Xfinity race on Saturday, there is rain scheduled for Sunday. So Logano could be racing both in dry conditions as well as wet. Now that Deegan will not be able to participate, a fan questions if Deegan will be able to take part in the playoffs. I know what you're thinking. How can Deegan actually qualify for the playoffs considering her performances? But hold on. The reason the question was asked was that if Joey Logano wins the Xfinity race in Chicago with a number 15 car, does that mean Deegan will qualify for the playoffs, as she is the permanent driver of the Xfinity car? The answer is no. Whatever result Logano brings for AM Racing this weekend, it will not help Deegan's chances to qualify for the playoffs. Logano's result can only add points to the owner's championship. But Deegan does have an opportunity here. Given that this is just her first year in the Xfinity Series, she can learn a lot from a driver like Joey Logano, who is a Cup Series champion. If she really wants to make it in her racing career, she must start paying more attention to how the professionals work. This will help her develop as a driver. When Deegan was announced into the Xfinity Series, fans felt that she had a great opportunity, and it would have been amazing for her to make it into the Cup Series championship, making her the only woman on the grid, but that seems close to impossible now. Deegan used her family's connections in the world of motorsports to slowly climb through the ranks. She was quite successful in amateur racing, but when she turned pro, her weaknesses started to show. Nevertheless, she was able to attract a few sponsors to slowly make her progress to the K&N Pro Series. She turned out to be quite competitive in this series. This helped her progress to the Truck Series after 2 years in K&N Pro Series. In the Truck Series, she was unable to deliver strong results. After competing in the Truck Series for 3 seasons, her best finish came at Talladega in 2022 and Texas in 2023, where she finished 6th in both races. But thanks to her connections and sponsors, she made it to the Xfinity Series and created a lot of hype. While fans expected her to impress the teams in the Xfinity Series, nothing could be further from the truth. Throughout the season, we saw Deegan fail to make it into the top 10 even in a single race. Her career best finish came in Talladega, where she finished 12th. The current grid of the Xfinity Series has a total of 27 full-time drivers, but Hailie Deegan sits 27th in the points table, with Eric Almirola ahead of her. Almirola is a part-time driver in the Xfinity Series and has only driven in 5 out of the 16 races that were held so far. Moreover, there are whispers within the racing community about Deegan's true level of talent. Some insiders suggest that she's been given preferential treatment and opportunities not afforded by other drivers of similar skill levels. Whether it's securing sponsorships or gaining access to top-tier equipment, Deegan's connections have undoubtedly played a role in her ascent. There's no doubt that connections are vital to help progress in motorsports. However, these connections will only take you so far. Deegan will now need to work on enhancing her skill set if she hopes to penetrate the barrier and secure a permanent spot in the NASCAR Cup Series. Critics argue that Deegan's rapid rise through the ranks has more to do with marketing and PR than actual performance on the track. In an industry driven by results, her failure to perform consistently speaks volumes about her true abilities as a driver. As the spotlight dims and the pressure mounts, the cracks in Deegan's skills are becoming harder to ignore. In a sport like NASCAR, we don't see many female motorsport drivers. Hence, when one arises from the horizon, there are several sponsors and teams looking to use female drivers to promote their brand and image. While some are successful and are able to progress further, others are not able to perform consistently in order to move forward. So far, things are obviously not looking good for her. There were some rumors circulating earlier stating that she would be driving for the Haas factory team next year. But Haas would be mad to make this happen. But this weekend is going to be a crucial one for her, and there's absolutely nothing she can do to control how it goes. With Logano behind the wheel of the number 15, AM Racing will be closely monitoring how he performs. If the difference in performance is drastically different, AM Racing will start to look for other drivers. Besides, AM Racing is the team that is being supported by SHR, which will cease to exist next year. They will most likely be supported by Haas factory team, who will have fewer resources to operate. This means that AM Racing will also be looking to make some changes to start focusing on performance. Otherwise, there could be severe consequences. This year, the Xfinity Series has come alive. The competition is as fierce as ever, so Deegan has her work cut out for her. There's no chance that she will be making it into the playoffs on just points, so her only hope is a race win in the regular season. This will be difficult if you are consistently at the back of the grid at every race. She needs to do something to start making progress in her performance. Do you think Hailie Deegan will be in the NASCAR Xfinity Series next year? Post your thoughts in the comments section below.